There used to be an expression that said, if you want to make money, do it the old-fashioned way, inherit it. Well, in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, Solomon talks a little bit about an inheritance. In fact, in verse 11 of that chapter, he says, wisdom is good with an inheritance. Wisdom is good with an inheritance, an advantage to those who are under the sun. For the protection of wisdom is like the protection of money. And the advantage of knowledge is that wisdom preserves the life of him who has it. And as we think about an inheritance, we usually think about something monetary or physical in nature, because you can inherit money, you can inherit land, houses, stocks, on and on we can go with various physical things or monetary things of monetary value that you can inherit. And we rarely associate an inheritance with wisdom. And while we might be thinking that a physical inheritance is usually a positive thing, not necessarily. Sometimes an asset can become a liability because people can steal your money. People can steal your houses. Houses can lose value. Land can lose value. All sorts of things can happen to make what would potentially be a great thing maybe not such a great thing. And maybe that's why Solomon says something that's very significant is not only to inherit the physical, but also the spiritual, the things that are non-material in nature. Wisdom. Well, how do you inherit wisdom? How is that passed on? How do you inherit that? It's not like money or something of that nature. How do you inherit wisdom? Maybe what the text here is trying to make us think about is not so much about what I'm going to receive, but maybe the text is trying to make me think about what I'm going to pass on and what I'm going to give my children and grandchildren and those who come after me. Maybe the text is trying to encourage me to think about what I am going to give those who will inherit from me, not what I'm going to inherit myself. And Solomon also wrote in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10, that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So I think what the text is trying to tell us here and trying to tell me here is that I need to start now, if I haven't already, living a life that respects and reveres and fears the Lord, because that's wisdom, so that I can pass that on and that I can be the example of what wisdom is to those who are going to inherit and those who are going to come after me. And the great thing about this is to give this kind of inheritance, I don't have to be dead. I can start doing that right now while I'm alive.